guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got some new unit info coming in right here. Dokkan has just tweeted out the next two sub-EZAs. So we have STR ZAMASU and the TEQ TRUNKS. They, of course, are the sub-EZAs for the Physical Vegito Blue EZA, as well as the AGL Rose. So if we're going to do comparisons for these units, I think the Super Trunks units, no one really talks about them but me, but I think they're fairly solid. And then EZA Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is pretty good as well. So those are basically the closest comparisons we're going to be making to these guys. Now, one thing is, I am very pleased, by the way, like, if we just take a look at this celebration, right? I guess sort of these two, because also the Future Trunks, like, EZA, right? So, like, this guy is a buff to Future category, and then these two as well. And then, of course, you know, we get the Dokkan Fest Trunks, right? And then we have, you know, these two EZAs. And then, I mean, keep in mind that this is, like, 3 weeks away, but we have the LR Trunks Physical EZA as well. This is really important. Because you guys know, I've been talking about this. I mean, if you've been watching, like, any videos where I'm kind of using, like, any of these units, you know, Patara has fallen off quite a bit. Future is, like, dead, right? Time Travelers needs, like, a new leader. Bojack is good, but he's not, like, the best as the Time Traveler leader, right? And then a lot of these Trunks teams as well. But now, I mean, dude, they just dropped 50 new... There's 50 new Trunkses, right? We have the Dokkan Fest Trunks. There's the Broly movie Trunks who came out a couple months ago. We have this EZA Trunks. We got the AGL EZA LR Trunks. We got the physical LR EZA Trunks. So it's like they're just giving us so many new Trunkses, which is good, right? Hybrid Saiyan, Future, Time Traveler, Vegeta Family, like Super Saiyans, like all these teams are just getting massively buffed, which is good because, you know, Hybrid Saiyans, like in Legends and in Dokkan, like Hybrid Saiyans, it's very uncommon for that team to get buffs, right? So it's really good that we're getting more. Dude, Hybrid Saiyans, man, between both Dokkan and Legends, it's actually every 5 seconds there's a new Hybrid Saiyan. It's insane. Like, in either game, if you just decide to build your, like, core main team as, like, Hybrid Saiyans, like, you're good. Like, you're just good. You're eating every second of every day, because all they do is buff them. So, again, we got the two EZAs, STR ZAMASU and TEQ TRUNKS. We're going to use some translations from Luca Dokkan here, because the homie Gresh is a little bit busy currently, so we'll go ahead and take a look at this. All right, so let's take a look at the Trunks first right here, right? Let's start by looking at his stats. So, Trunks is at 16,300 attack. Okay, so this is like, it's like similar to like Dokkan Fest level right there. His defense is solid at 11,000 too. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So he's getting leader skill 60% of stats is fine. He raises attack and defense for 6 turns. Now currently, oh god. All right. So, Trunks is going to be wild. I'm telling y'all right now. Because, I mean, his defense is 11,000. That's a good number. Attack stat is 16,000. That's a good number. And then you get... So, he's going to be getting 50% attack and defense for 6 turns. You guys know what other units do that people love and agree that they're really, really good? Is these two. Where is he? Goten. The AGL Goten and the Physical Trunks. They do the same thing, where they get the 6-turn 50% attack and offensive buff, and they just look really, really good. The difference is that this Goten is a main EZA unit, right? Like, he has his own EZA, whereas this Trunks right here is just a sub-EZA. Okay. So, just based off of this, he's already looking good. 80% attack and defense is a bit low, but in conjunction with this... And then looks like he gets more buffs here. Wait, okay, so he's at 80% attack and defense, start a turn. Another 80 on super attack. Oh. 80% attack and defense if there's 1 enemy. And then 160% defense if there's 2 or more enemies. And a medium chance to guard. So, I do not go crazy for these chances to guard. That sucks. I mean, he would be uber busted. But I do feel like maybe just giving him... guaranteed guard against multiple enemies would make him really good. Even with the 160% defense, I mean, he's going to be at 240% defense at the start of turn with the 50% defensive, like, super attack buff right there. He is not a cold judgment unit, though. Okay. What defensive links does he have? It's just prepare for battle, huh? I do think he's going to be good defensively. At least after 1 or 2 super attacks, he'll definitely be breaking like 300k defense, like against multiple enemies. Because I'm looking at him and how he might fare in like short events like Super Battle Road. I think he should be fine for long events, but you would want to run him on rotation. Okay, one thing to keep in mind, let me actually pull up Trunks real fast. Keep in mind that this Trunks right here has the literal same name as the EZA LR Trunks who comes out. Trunks comes out tomorrow. This Trunks right here comes out about in 24 hours. And then again, this Trunks right here, they have the same name, right? This guy is probably going to be better in Super Battle Road, and I think this Trunks probably will be better in long events, like against like one enemy, probably. If that was the case though, if they were just gonna do this, I actually would have preferred that this guy been better. Like, so see how it's 8 key, 40% attack and defense against 2 enemies? If they're gonna do that, I would rather this just be like damage reduction, like 40% damage reduction right here. And then he also gets defense on his 18 key. Because the fact that he doesn't get... I don't know. The design is weird. Him not getting defense on his 18 key is a bit of a bummer. And I don't know if just this is, like, really enough. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this Trunks' design, I think. Like, I want to use him more, but from what I'm seeing, it's not looking too good for him. That Trunks right there. I'm just not really too impressed. I like this Trunks better. I would say when you're using him, you want to pretend like he's not even going to guard. If you're going to rely on the guard, you're going to end up killed. Because remember, the guard is you go into the fight, the turn. You go into the turn, and either he guards or he doesn't, right? So that's important. Actually, here, we'll do that. You go into the turn, either he guards or he doesn't, right? Whereas, like, the UI Goku's with the dodges, it's like every, attack, you have a chance to dodge. But yeah, this Trunks is looking good. This right here is a huge factor in him being strong. 50% attack and defense for 6 turns. That means you could basically build that 3 times. If you get any additionals in there, so after several turns, this Trunks is going to be looking crazy. Very similar to the physical Super Trunks is like that as well, right? Good for these long events. So, again, a bunch of these teams that these Trunkses are on are definitely starting to look a lot better, right? Future, Vegeta family, Super Saiyan is good. Like Revenge, Battle of Wits, like a lot of these categories are starting to get a little bit chunkier, which is again really good. Okay, so next we have Zamasu. All right, so let's go and take a look at what we got here for Zamasu. Okay, so Zamasu. Let me pull up. All right, so let me take a look at what Zamasu's working with here. All right, his attack is much lower than Trunks. Defensively, he's looking solid. Yeah, basically 11,000. I mean, this unit was never really that crazy, right? He doesn't do that much. All right, so let's go and take a look. All right, so leader skill, all types, 3 key, 60% of stats, which is fine. So he gets 60% attack and defense at the start of turn, 60% attack and defense when launching a super. Is this when enemy's HP is 90% or less, he lowers enemy attack by 30% and recovers 10% HP? Huh. Attack and defense plus 60% if the enemy is in attack, defensive down, stun, sealed. And then what is the last one? 60% attack? So he's getting 60% attack and defense start of turn, then 60% attack and defense on super. The enemy 30% down debuff is interesting, right? That's an interesting buff. And then he's getting the 60% attack and defense there. It's like, there's a lot of hoops you're jumping through, but What is his link set? Does he have Cold Judgment? He does. Prodigy's not really going to help you. Just like, who are you using him with is the only thing. Because, like, if you're running him on Future, currently there is no really other, like, good Goku Black unit at all to, like, kind of, like, run with him. The other thing that hurts is that all the Goku Black units have big bad bosses, whereas STR Zamasu here, he's only rocking, whatchamacallit, like, no big bad bosses. That's always been the issue. They haven't really done a great job with a lot of the Goku Black units and stuff like that, right? Like, these units sort of end up, I don't know, like, just a little bit, like, sort of, like, wonky together, right? Again, I'm struggling to really figure out, like, because you're going to just have them on rotation with, like, AGL, LR Trunks or something like that. Like, I don't know. Like, just 10% HP regen. I mean, I feel like you should probably just get that at the start of turn or something like that, right? Rather than when, well, I mean, HP 90% or less is not the worst. The debuff is really good for Super Battle Road, though. What is his super attack effect? He is... I think he lowers enemy attack and defense, right? With his super attack effect? No, he's raising attack and defense for one turn. Massively lowers enemy defense. This is a little bit hard to sort of, like, judge how good he's going to be right away. Because there's just, like, so many different buffs, like, in these different spots. This is not a unit you're probably going to be running for, like, long events, but this is more so, like, a Super Battle Road unit. I mean, again, let me look at these teams. So, Realm of Gods, you're not running him. Potara is not as good as I would like, so you could definitely run him in there. Future Saga, you could probably find a spot for him. It's just, I feel like this is a unit that would benefit a lot from being like a Future Saga support unit or an Orb Changer or something like that, right? Because this link set is weird. Godly Power? Who is running Godly Power on like Time Travelers and Future? Like Vegito Blue? No Vegito Blue has got Godly Power, right? Like, it's just like Merge Zamasu, but guess what? All the Merge Zamasu suck. So, it's just like Zamasu, I feel as though they could have done a lot more with this guy. Like, Trunks is just going to be super, like, basic. He's a Saiyan. You know, links are very easy to activate and stuff like that, right? Like, you're going to have hit, like, Trunks is going to be fine. Dude, Zamasu? I don't know, man. So, attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed. If you're on Potara, right, like Supremo Pie of Time could do that. I guess, to be fair, a lot of the Zamasus and Goku Blacks, I feel like they are actually, like, a lot of them do, like, lower defense and stuff like that, right? Like, just pulling up a bunch of these units. Pull up, like, I'm pretty sure a bunch of them do. So, LR Goku Black and Zamasu don't. LR Rose does not. LR Zamasu Goku, he does, but only on his 12 key. Okay, but I don't know that I would run this guy, honestly. He's not nearly as good. Like, he's the 5-year anniversary free LR, but he's not nearly as powerful as, like, LR Roshi is. This guy lowers defense the whole way through. But this guy, I mean, I feel like he sucks. I'm not a fan of AGL Zamasu. And then AGL Rose does lower defense. I guess, like, running, like, AGL Rose and Zamasu together. But, again, no big bad bosses on him. Or no big bad bosses on Zamasu, right? And then no Cold Judgment on Goku Black. That makes it just feels like a wonky fit. Because what do they have? They have Fear and Faith, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle. Does that not seem stupid to you guys? That these two share 3 links? I feel like they could have been better designed together. Because they came out together, right? I feel like this isn't... I don't know. I need to see Zamasu in action in Super Battle Road, right? To sort of see, like, how all these different buffs are working together. he definitely has got, like, I feel like this is like a floater, right? Because, you know, you're getting defense there. That's defense at the start of turn, but then defense on super. I don't know. I will say this. I would have liked him better if this was 2 turns. Because this is only going to be for 1 turn, right? When it's like just the attacked enemies like a buff like that, it's only for 1 turn. Just an easy way. I mean, I feel like people know that. But an easy way to prove that is this guy, right? Because he has one of these types of buffs, right? The attacked enemy. But notice how his specifically says for 2 turns. So this Zamasu debuff is only going to be for that turn. So all this does is really protect him. I feel like 10% HP regen isn't really that much. I don't know. I feel like I'm not a fan of this STR Zamasu because he's already like kind of weird with his link set and stuff like that. Not really working that great with Goku Black. He doesn't work that great with the Saiyans, obviously. Right? Like, who are you going to run him with? Mai? Because Mai'd have Cold Judgment, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle? Right? Like, you running a rotation of Zamasu and Mai? Probably not. So, I think the TEQ Trunks is probably going to be the better of the 2 options here, but Trunks is just so flooded. There's now 500,000 Trunkses all over the place, right? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking of these 2 EZAs. At the very least, I am very pleased that this celebration is just spamming all of these units at us, right? All these like future units, because those teams, the future team, time travelers, a lot of them definitely did need help. We really need like a Zamasu, like either like a base Goku Black or Rose Goku Black or merge Zamasu. We need a Dokkan Fest for that guy. That's like just like head and shoulders like the best like TUR or best LR or something like that to like really help, because I just feel like a lot of these Goku Black and Zamasu units aren't really that good. And it's like, you know, like you kind of want to be using them together. Like Merge Zamasu needs a good card. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the 2 EZAs. We should get the data download, I guess. I mean, later tonight. We'll see. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.